Well, greetings, everyone, and welcome to a very special online event today. It's called Explore Andean Shamanic Energy Healing. Call in powerful spirit allies to reprogram your energy field and manifest blessings. My name is Stephen Dyna. I'm the founder and president of the Shift Network, and I have been on a journey of awakening and transformation with Peru, and specifically the medicine traditions that are carried by this beautiful man who is going to be with us for this next hour. His name is Puma Fredy Quispe Singona. He's an Indian medicine carrier who's been trained since a very young age by his grandfather to carry on traditions from this really important area of the world, really not just because of the teachings, but for its role in helping illuminate humanity right now. And so today we're going to get to explore some specific teachings around shamanic energy healing and the implications for your life. So Puma, with that said, welcome to today's program.
Thank you, Stephen. Hello, everybody. Very happy to be here with all of you.
Great. Well, we're going to have this hour, and I know you're actually right near Machu Picchu right now, which is a really interesting and symbolic, important place to be. We're also going to have a chance to do a brand new program with Puma coming up called Andean Shamanic Energy Healing. So we'll share more about that towards the end of the hour. So Puma, I'd love for you to begin our time together here by sharing a little bit about your training in shamanic energy healing from your lineage, and then look at how that applies to people's lives.
Thank you, Stephen. Here in the Andes, one of the most powerful practices is to receive the energy from Mother Earth, is to receive the energy from the cosmos, is to source this powerful energy from the highest frequencies of vibration. We are also powerful anchors, we're powerful channels of this energy, and we can be also a source of this powerful energy. But because we are always in very difficult processes, emotionally, psychologically, our energy is not always in the highest frequencies of vibration. So for that reason, we had to reach out to Mother Earth, we had to reach out to nature, where energy is pure, is constantly being transformed, and it's vibrating at its highest frequencies. So we even use that powerful energy for bringing to ourselves well-being, happiness, renewal. So it has been a timeless practice and a very important part of our practice to do a lot of these energy healing, energy transformational journeys. You know, we journey to the core, to the center of these sacred places, which we call vortexes, and we create sacred patterns around us, you know, with breath, with intent, in order to bring us powerful healing energy to ourselves. So I learned this from my grandfather from the age of 6, and we have been always practicing this movement of the energy. We're moving energy from powerful sources to ourselves, and also as healers, we're also moving these powerful energies on behalf of our family, on behalf of our loved ones, to wherever is needed. So it's a very powerful force that it's very intelligent, is conscious, and it's very sacred.
Beautiful, sharing that background. And so it sounds like that the root of all of the energy work is to reconnect with the natural energy fields, which then have their own intelligence. Can you share a little bit more about that? Since I know you work with specific spirits of mountains, of streams, that there's a sort of more differentiated sense rather than just a general sense of planet Earth.
Yes, thank you. So we always work with these powerful energies to connect us to our source. You know, before we were manifested physically, we were consciousness. And that consciousness exists in everything. So we are part of the dark, we are part of the light, we are part of the physical manifestation, we are part of the spirit, we are part of the soul. So we have this different levels of, we will call spirit manifestations. And one of our sacred origins is becoming from this darkness, this sacred light. The darkness is the darkness of the universe. And then the light is when in that dark universe, a sun is born or a star is born. And in order to connect with our sacred origins, we connect with that energy. And that way we can remember where we come from. That way we can connect with that powerful force. And then that energy becomes human. That energy becomes physically manifested in this life that we are living. So one of the most important reasons why we connect with these energies is to connect us to our origins, is to connect us to our divine essence.
I wonder if you could share a little bit about the mountain spirits and also the animal spirits that you tend to work a lot with in Peru.
So we do that with very simple practices here. We connect with apus, mountain spirits. They have very specific energies. You know, for us, they are our doctors, they are our guides, they are our psychologists, they're our healers, and they have very powerful healing energy. They can work with 4 elements: water, fire, air, earth. And so when we call on these mountain spirits, when we are connecting with them, we're constantly connecting with very powerful forces. And these forces we can use in our life. These powerful forces we can move in sacred time and space to help our family, our community. And we believe that they have sacred children. The children of the apus, the mountain spirits, is the animals. And the animals are our older brothers and sisters. They have so many powerful spirit energies. And they're always vibrating in a much higher frequency. They're a much more intelligent consciousness than we are. So when we call on them, we create a very powerful alliance and a sacred circle. So they can help us, they can support us in our path, in our spiritual path, in our awakening. The other children that the apus, the mountain spirits, have is the plants. We connect with sacred master plants. We connect with powerful plant spirits so that we can access not only parallel dimensions, not only these highly evolved energies, but also we can benefit from them for our well-being, for our liberation. So what we do when we're working with these powerful energies is we're creating a very powerful alliance. And this alliance makes all our life, this alliance makes all our healing process or all our life process a very happy, joyful, healthy, and powerful manifestation of love and cosmic forces.
I know you've also had a particular relationship with the Puma, and it might be interesting to hear about how connecting with animal spirits is part of this activation of different forms of intelligence to help us with our own energy field.
For our ancestors, the Puma used to represent this physical world, the world that is materialized. And because it lived in the coast, mountains, and Amazon, you know, it didn't have any territorial limitations. And also because it is with its 4 paws on Mother Earth, it represented the only being who is always grounded, who is always connected to Mother Earth. When it hunts, it never hunts for himself. The Puma always hunts 10 times more than he needs because he's hunting for other animals, for other birds, for the rest of the family. So he's a very generous provider. It's a very generous manifester of abundance and prosperity. And for me, very early at the age of 7, I had a powerful communion with the Puma when I was trying to rescue my baby lamb from a Puma that was taking it. And my grandfather, after hearing this story, he thought only a Puma could take another Puma's food away. And so he gave me that name. And ever since, it has been an initiation into my spiritual path. So the energy of the Puma is this spirit force that always accompanies me in my path, in my healing work, and now also as my name.
So maybe you can now just share a little bit about how once you recognize the deeper intelligence and the purified energy and in these different life forms and also mountains and rivers, how do you then use that to open your own higher potential in your energy field?
By ourselves, we already have a very sacred nature. We human beings have been gifted with sacred intelligence and powerful consciousness. But here in this world, we exist with the powerful energy forces of Mother Earth and all of her sacred nature. So it can make our experience of this life even more rich. So this is why we need to consciously reach out to this powerful nature so that we can become more abundant, so that we can become wiser and more intelligent, to manifest, to achieve all our goals, all our dreams. By ourselves, we are already powerful, but we can also receive the blessings of Mother Earth and these powerful animal spirits and plant spirits, so that with their energy, we can live a life beyond our human nature, beyond our human capacity. And that was always one of the dreams of our ancestors. They wanted to manifest this sacred connection with a nature, with a potential, with a capacity that used to go beyond what we knew was possible for ourselves. So, for example, when we connect with the owls, when we connect with hawks or with the eagles or with the condors, we have the gift of intuition. We can see in the invisible worlds. We can see beyond. We can see the bigger picture. We can have the perspective which is from above. A lot of people say that's the best perspective, when you have the perspective of the winged ones. When we connect with the Puma, when we connect with the animals that live here on Mother Earth, we become more compassionate. We become more loving and more caring for our family. We look after our Mother Earth much better. And like that, all of these sacred animals have so many gifts that they give us. And this energy manifests and embodies this human temple, and it changes our life and makes it even more beautiful, more magical, and more happy.
It's really clear, like the impact in your own life. So I wonder if you can share a little bit more about how to actually program some of these energies and potentials into your field. I know there's a specific way that you go about that.
So it's here we call that Aini. There is a very powerful reciprocal energy exchange that is happening between us and sacred nature, even when we're not conscious about it. So if an animal crosses your path, if the animals are flying above you, that crossing of the paths, that being so close together, is much more profound and much more powerful, and it's not considered just coincidence. So for us, nature is constantly sending that powerful energy of the animals, of the plants, of powerful elemental forces like water, air, earth, fire to us. And if we consciously receive it, then we can benefit from it more. We are already receiving the benefits, even just by living here on Mother Earth. all these powerful animals, like for example, here, if a little fly comes and passes by where you are, sitting or meditating, that little fly represents the spirit of some mountain, some apu, and it's bringing to you a message. For most people, it's just a fly, and you even want to get rid of it. But it's already coming with blessings. It's already bringing you a message. It's already bringing you a powerful medicine. But when you are conscious, you can go deeper into that experience and you can say, okay, thank you for coming, fly. What is the message you are bringing me? So you actually interpret, decode, receive these powerful blessings that was being brought to you. So it is very important that this aini, this exchange, is conscious. When we're not conscious, it is already happening. But when we are conscious, it happens in a much more profound, in a much more powerful way. So this is why we need to learn prayers. We need to use our intent, our power of will to make this communion, to make these connections more clear, more rich, more abundant for us. So yeah, it all begins with willpower.
I wonder if you could offer a little bit of a demonstration of how you might call upon a specific mountain spirit, say, if you're wanting to program your energy field with more of that willpower, more of the capacity to manifest.
So, for example, yes, I'd love to do that. When we are connecting with our apus, when we're connecting with our sacred mountain spirits, the first thing you need to realize is you are living in their territory. They're not going to come to your sacred space. You are already in their sacred space because they were beings. They were giant beings of light that existed here way before us, and they will be here way after us. And these beings have sacred territories. So that's why we say our apus are, local apus, regional apus. There are Suyu apus, which is of the sacred four directions, and there are global apus that are powerful mountain spirits for the whole planet. And that's why millions of people know about them. And so like Machu Picchu is one of these powerful global apus. Millions of people have visited it, they're conscious of it, and they have received the blessings of this apu. So in that same way, we are existing already in their sacred space. So when you call on them, you can say, Apu Machu Picchu, thank you for being here for me. When you say that gratitude prayer, not only you're acknowledging being in the space of Apu Machu Picchu, but Apu Machu Picchu is here for you personally. So when there is a personal communion, then you can receive personalized blessings, personalized healing. So when Apu Machu Picchu arrives and becomes part of your sacred space, Apu Machu Picchu can say, oh, Puma, you need this, Puma, suddenly you will have the attention of these powerful mountain spirits. And when they're conscious of you, they will take better care of you. So that's the difference for us between people who are connecting with our apus and between people who are just living among them and don't even put attention, but still they're receiving the blessings, because every apu has a village, every apu has a town, every apu has a city. So we all live, within town, within a specific group of families and communities. All of those families and communities belong to an apu's territory. So we're actually living in their territories, but that's a collective process. In our personal process, we need to invite them to our sacred space. We have we always imagine sort of like a small room where we can be a circle. And to that circle, we call in as many powerful energy forces as we can be in ceremony with. So we call in mountain spirits, animal spirits, ancestral forces, elemental forces, so that with their energy, because they're always existing in different levels of energy, we can also raise our frequency of vibration.
How is that process different when working with plants or animals, or is it pretty much the same process?
It's the same process because every being in nature is existing in a much higher frequency than we are. And we human beings, this is something that I was actually just receiving as a meditation up in Machu Picchu on the mountain this morning. We human beings by nature also have the power to vibrate in high frequencies. But our mind, our intelligence has been programmed. We don't know exactly who programmed it or when it was programmed, but we believe that there are a lot of powerful cosmic forces that are in charge of bringing balance and equilibrium to Mother Earth. At one point, we might have caused so much damage to Mother Earth. And these are the times when we need to bring balance and equilibrium back. So for that reason, human consciousness is being forced to wake up. Suddenly, what our perspective was, what we were conscious of, is limited. We can go beyond. We can reach out to how far we want to in the universe and start having that perspective back again. So at some point, that powerful nature that we have to connect with the energy forces was conditioned or was programmed so that human beings could not be as intelligent, could not be as evolved. And suddenly now every force in the universe is working on waking up that consciousness and waking up that human mind. We're the only ones who can be programmed. Animals, plants, they are existing always in the sacred intelligence of Mother Earth. So for that reason, they maintain themselves pure and more powerful, whereas human beings could not.
I wonder if you can speak a little bit to how to work with and transmute or alchemize some of the negative energy patterns or negative residue that we have within us that may be holding us back.
The way we do that here, Stephen, is with breath. Breath is a very powerful medicine. Breath is a very powerful tool, an instrument to transform energy. There are two types of, or two manifestations, two polarities of energy. One of them is Hucha, which is very heavy, very dense energy. And the other one is Samay, which is very light, high frequency energy. And while we are here on Mother Earth, we need to learn to exist with both. From the beginning, right from the creation, these energies existed here on Mother Earth, specifically here in this planet. And while we are here on Mother Earth, we need to exist with the dark and the light. We need to exist with the heavy energy and the light energy. So why do we need to transform? Why do we need to alchemize our energetic process here on Mother Earth? When you experience heavy energy so much, consciously or unconsciously, it brings a lot of suffering, it brings a lot of pain, and it brings a lot of struggle. So it's a dense, hard process to work with Hucha, that heavy energy. And when you're working with light energy, which is Samay, it is always bringing to you a lot of joy. It is always bringing to you a lot of lightness and liberation. So this is why we have to transform the heavy energy in our body, the heavy energy in our sacred space, or the heavy energy around us into that Samay, that light energy, because we don't want to always be living life in suffering or in pain or in struggles. So the best way we do that is through breath. We visualize ourselves inside a crystal. Crystals can only channel light energy. So immediately all the energy in our body starts changing, it starts being transformed. We breathe in the vitality of Mother Earth, which is light energy. And as it enters into our lungs, our solar plexus, into our body, it creates this powerful energy field of light energy. And that happens in thousands of a second. So by the time we breathe out, that breath can become a breath of life, love, light energy. But when we're not conscious of it, often we could be breathing out the heaviness, we could be breathing out the heavy energy within ourselves. So only in one breath, in thousands of a second, we can transform energy from heavy energy to light energy.
Well, I know we're going to be able to do a little demonstration with that soon, but maybe you can share a little bit more of the role of ritual too and ceremonial practice in terms of really activating and reprogramming our energy field.
So usually is very important as we are connecting with Mother Earth, is very important as we're connecting with our apus, the mountain spirits, to bless our sacred space. And in order to bless our sacred space, all we need to do is feel grateful for the sacred nature, for Mother Earth. Just to acknowledge that before there was this space, before there was this place where we are, there was nature, there was Mother Earth. And in that nature, in that Mother Earth existed grandfathers, grandmothers before us. So we need to acknowledge and honor our ancestors, everyone who was here before us. The second we acknowledge Mother Earth, the second we acknowledge our ancestors, that sacred space is blessed, is very sacred and is very powerful, because ancestral spirits are all about strong communion with Mother Earth, pure and wonderful open heart, so that we can always be in service, so that we can be in love, and a very clear and awake mind, so that we can perceive better, so that we can have that conscious service for our family, for our community. So all it takes is connection with Pachamama, Mother Earth, and the connection with our ancestors.
Beautiful. Well, I think you've set a really great context and understanding of how this can work. So why don't we dive into a demonstration so you can really guide us in making some changes right now.
Thank you. So before we begin, please feel comfortable. Put both of your feet firmly on Mother Earth. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Feel the energy of Mother Earth flowing through your feet into your whole body. This is living energy force, giving you rest, giving you relax. In our lives, we have so much stress, so many things we're thinking about, so many things we're worried about. Mother Earth's energy is relaxing. As it arrives to your spine, backbone, make your back straight. Take another deep breath. It expands your chest. It lightens your digestive system. It activates all the energy centers in your body. The 4 energy fields, the 4 ojpos. As it arrives to the crown, to the top of your head, to your forehead, it gives you absolute clarity. Suddenly, whatever that you were worried about, whatever you were afraid about, whatever you were thinking about, is no longer. You transcend, you understand, and you perceive beyond these limitations. Your mind feels at peace. We breathe in deeply. This powerful energy of Mother Earth is now going to beam as a very powerful bright light to the heavens. So you become this powerful energy center shining so bright to the whole cosmos, to the whole universe. You are now, thanks to this powerful energy, shining in your sacred nature as a star being, the Inca Incao, which means the child of the sun, shining bright as it was always your nature. We breathe in deeply again, as nothing ever goes one way. From the depths of the universe, white light arrives back to you, and it enters through the top of your crown, lighting up your whole being with white light. This white light is also activating your 4 energy centers, the Bajpos, flowing through your feet down to Mother Earth and lighting up the whole sacred space around you. Ever expanding 360 degrees around you. Shining, brightening, blessing everyone around you, lighting up the world. We breathe in deeply. Now that we are connected with the light of Mother Earth, now that we're connected with the light of the cosmos, we can help our family and our community. So let's begin with our family. Think about whatever problems, whatever difficulties our family is going through right now. Take a minute to be conscious of everything that is happening around you in the biological family. From the littlest to the oldest. And breathe in. It feels a little heavy, that's okay. We're cosmic light, we're the light of Mother Earth right now. So immediately it's being transformed. We take another deep breath. This time when we breathe in, we're going to keep this breath for 2-3 seconds. And we're going to transform all of that process of the family into light. And you will notice your breath will be refined again. So we breathe in, hold it, and we breathe out. We are light again. Now, for the community, we will think about just our local community or our spiritual community. Our spiritual community is people who are close to us. Everyone that is very close to us emotionally, psychologically. Even if they live far away, they're always part of your sacred space. So we're not going to do it for the whole planet, but we're going to do it for the planetary family. Whatever difficulties, whatever hard processes they're going through, because you are cosmic light, because you are the light of Mother Earth, you can breathe in. We hold it for a few seconds. And we breathe out. Immediately, all of those energies are transformed. We breathe in once more. Hold it for a few seconds. We breathe out. This last breath will be a golden breath, a powerful golden energy we will breathe out for the global family, for the community, so that they can be blessed with this cosmic light and the light of Mother Earth. Breathe in, hold it, and golden breath out. We feel revitalized, we feel renewed, we feel healed, blessed, and we can open our eyes.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Puma. I can feel the blessing power moving through those prayers. What, maybe you can share a little bit more about how that becomes a practice that you weave throughout your day.
It's very important to exercise, it's very important to practice conscious breath. When we're breathing in, unconsciously, we could be breathing in the problems of people around us, family, of community. If we don't transform that energy, we could be also breathing out all those worries, tensions, fears. And, it becomes a very heavy collective energy field. And that's how we do it, and that was confused by many people in the communities. Our elders, I remember one of our elders used to say, human beings are the only ones who can create heavy energy. And that's not true, but it almost seems true because we're not working on transforming that heavy energy and making it better for the family and the community. So what we need to do constantly is when we're breathing in, if we are breathing in heavy energy from people around us, from the family, from the community, we always have the capacity to transform it just with intent. To hold that breath for 3 seconds and make sure that by the time we breathe out is only light, is only love. And for us healers here in the Andes, it has been a practice. It's part of our tradition. By the time we breathe out, we're no longer breathing out just light energy. We program it to be the blessings of a condor, the blessings of a hummingbird, the blessings of the puma, jaguar, powerful animal spirits, so that, by the time we breathe out, that not only becomes light energy, but it becomes healing energy, it becomes powerful blessings. With just thousands of a second, we can transform the energy that people have been carrying for so many years. And with one breath, we can change their whole life process. Our breath is miraculous.
That's amazing. How do you specifically, as you're saying, you're infusing that spirit of blessing, specific animal spirits into a breath? How do you actually do that programming while you have taken the breath?
So right now, I'm going to breathe in and I'm going to be sending to you the energy of the hummingbird, which is a very joyful, very happy, very powerful energy. So I just breathe in and I breathe out that powerful, what we call hummingbird energy. Just with the breath, just with intent. And I'm sure you received it. And now you're going to have the energy of the hummingbird. Now it's different because I'm going to send you the energy of a jaguar. We breathe in. And there you have received the energy of a jaguar. Feels different. So it's just with intent. You know, in ancient times, our ancestors were very conscious of the people that was crossing their path, the people they were meeting in the community, in the family, because specific people had a specific energy that they could share. Some people had what we now call totem animals. So, for example, I'm one of the last ones to continue carrying in my community of 10,000 people the energy of the puma. Many people used to have animal spirits as a totem of the family. So if you meet with another family member, they're coming from the eagle totem animal. So you could receive their energy just by passing by them. If you go to another family in the neighborhood, they're from the fox or they're from the bear totem animal. So the whole generations of these families used to carry these animal spirits, and people used to know about them openly in the whole community. Nowadays, we are missing that tradition. It is still living, you know, remaining in some families, like in our family, we carry the energy of the puma, we carry the energy of the eagle, we carry the energy of the condor, and the whole family knows it, but not the whole village, because we are missing that knowledge again. But in ancient times, it used to be something everybody would know from somebody. Like nowadays, we know our middle name or our family name or where we come from. It used to be part of our common sense, and now it's missing.
Really fascinating, and so important to maintain these traditions and keep passing them along. Well, I think this is now a natural moment to start talking more explicitly about your upcoming program that we mentioned earlier. It's called Andean Shamanic Energy Healing. Program your energy with ancient rituals to attract unconditional love and connect to your soul's purpose. You can find it at the URL ancientenergyrituals.com, ancientenergyrituals.com. This is a 7-week program. You don't have to have any background in Andean cosmology or practice or shamanic practice. It's really just if you feel intuitively drawn, you want to learn from this tradition and really experience that ability to alchemize negative emotions, residue, and turn it into positive blessings and really manifest a much more whole and healed life. So, Puma, I'd love for you to share in your own words about your intentions for this program and what people will come away with. And I can read out the module title so you give us a preview of what's coming in each.
It's a very special program, and we're moving to one of my favorite and most powerful ritualistic practices of Andean shamanism, which is energy work. And, you know, it's usually something that involves lots of prayers, lots of intent, and opens up our heart in order to move these powerful energies, you know, to and from within ourselves, to Pachamama, to the mountains, to family, to community. So it's a beautiful opportunity for us to explore into the traditions of the Andean spiritual energy work.
Great. So module 1 is called Consciously Participate in the Flow of I Need to Manifest Healing, Miracles, and Blessings.
It's going to be a module where we're going to learn about the sacred exchange of energy that happens throughout life with everybody who we are living with, beginning with Mother Earth, family, community, the universe around us, and how we're constantly taking their life energy and also giving it back.
Module 2, offer gratitude to your mother and father and experience the highest form of enlightenment with the sacred ritual of Haiwairiku.
This module is about creating or manifesting a token of gratitude, which is the most refined energy to our father, to our mother, who have been the first life givers, the energy givers, and that not even if we give gratitude back throughout our whole lifetime is enough. Plus, it refines our energy, because the most powerful energy nowadays that lifts your spirit up is gratitude.
Module 3, begin to comprehend the mysteries of the universe as you access the great cosmic intelligence through the essence of Yaiche.
So we're going to connect with the powerful wisdom, with the powerful intelligence of Pachamama, and we're going to learn about energy manifesting as sacred intelligence, energy manifesting as, cleverness, being very smart, being very intelligent, to look after ourselves, our family, our community, connecting with the memory of Mother Earth, with the memory of the cosmos.
Module 4 is called Manifest Love as a Powerful Energy Force with the Essence of Munari.
So we're going to be able to open our hearts to the sacred, unconditional love. Energy, when is manifested as powerful love, it can cause life-changing experiences. Just our presence activating these munai, we will be able to change the lives of our family, of our community. We don't even need to give them a hug, but they will be able to feel this unconditional love.
Module 5, achieve more by doing less and connect with your soul mission through the essence of Yanke.
A lot of what we do, a lot of the things that we want to achieve in life are not to be done by ourselves only. We need to reach out to a team. We need to reach out to a family, to a community. It's okay to ask for help. So that's the only way in which you can lighten your work. And that's the only way in which you can achieve more by doing less. And it's always exchange. It is always reciprocity. You will also need to catch up with that sacred service for family and community and for anybody you reach out to. So Yankai is a very ancient, powerful system of never doing anything by yourself.
Module 6, experience transformation, renewal, and rebirth with the essence of Kauze.
This energy, when it becomes vitality, it can cause powerful transformation. At any moment, we can be a completely new being, completely new person. Whoever we are right now, we cannot take for granted, because situations, processes, people around us, choices we make are constantly changing who we are. And Kausai energy gives us that opportunity to revitalize ourselves, rebirth ourselves to a new being, to a new self. And we need to become as alive as possible, no longer surviving, hardly living. We need to become as alive as possible in order to be better guardians and stewards of life here on Mother Earth.
Sounds awesome. Module 7 then is the final module, and it is called Cultivate Sacred Alchemy for more love, harmony, inner peace, and joy.
So when we harmonize these powerful four energies, Yachai, Munai, Yankai, Kausai, a very powerful alchemic force is created. It's sort of like preparing a special medicine, a special soup, where we bring the ingredients together, and as it's boiling, as it's being prepared, it can become the medicine of the gods. It can become the powerful alchemy of the gods, and bring to you, with very simple practices, with very powerful wisdom, just conscientizing ourselves and becoming more aware of everything that we carry in our hearts, being powerful energy that we can share with family and community. So it's going to be in order for us to activate this energy within our physical body, emotional temple, and psychological temple.
What a beautiful, beautiful offering and curriculum. And I know this is really coming out of the deep tradition that your family has been holding for generations. So thank you for bringing it forward, Puma. Share a few more things about it. Again, there's more detail laid out at ancientenergyrituals.com. In addition to the 7 90-minute live sessions with Puma, which includes time to do interactive practices together, also ask your questions live, there'll be recordings of every session, both video and audio, as well as word-for-word transcripts to work with, study, and highlight. There's weekly exercises for your home. There's a Facebook community to support you and deepen your experience. And on the page, you'll also see a number of extra bonuses that are designed to enhance your journey and introduce you to different facets of this path. There's a video session with Puma hosted by Dr. Keisha Ewers called Sumak Kauzai, which means the good life. You want to share a little bit about that video session, Puma?
Yes, it was fun to be able to share with dear Keisha about the art of making our lives beautiful, the art of making our lives awesome. You know, how we can be very busy, ever making sure that there's a lot of magic, there's a lot of beauty in the lives of people around us with very simple practices and just ways of consciously being present.
That's a great bonus. And then there's another bonus called Tukui Rikui. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but the Heart of Ancient Andean Medicine. It's a video session with Puma hosted by Dr. William Bloom. You want to share a little bit about that?
You did awesome, Stephen. Tukui Rikui, you said it perfectly. Is the art of seeing in the invisible worlds, is the art of seeing in parallel dimensions. One of the powerful practices of our ancestors was to be able to access powerful invisible worlds, to learn about sacred time, sacred space, about our ancestors. It was like traveling through lifetimes, past and future, and bringing powerful gifts to the present.
Amazing. Then there's also another bonus, a PDF reference diagram for the class on Pokpos, energy centers. Share anything about that?
So these powerful energy manifestations, Munai, Yachai, Yankai, Kausai, they have their own physical center in our body. And in this document, we're sharing where each of these essences are in our physical body. And in most books, you will learn from the 1600s, there was only 3, not 4. The 4th one was completely taken from the knowledge of our people by the conquistadors. It was forbidden to work with kausai because it used to refer to also sexual energy. And, you know, in our tradition, in the lineage of Chinchero, we have always worked with these 4 centers where these powerful energies have their own temple in our body. So these will guide you where each energy is at.
Truly awesome. And then that's not even all. There's actually another bonus that's a special bonus that folks get when you sign up today by midnight Pacific time. This is a video session with Puma called Finding Your Point of Equilibrium. So this is our special bonus you get when you sign up right away. And Puma, you want to share a little bit more about that session?
Yes. So finally, we have shared this sacred practice, which is, you know, always finding a point of equilibrium. We're constantly being pulled. We're constantly being pushed. Powerful forces are taking us from our center. And when we're off our center, we can't know who we are. We can't know what our mission is here on Mother Earth. But when we come back to that center, then suddenly a lot of clarity comes back, well-being comes back, healing comes back. You become, you know, resilient, powerful, invincible.
What a great extra bonus as well. So that's a powerful reason to sign up right away. So this is going to be a wonderful program. Everybody loves studying with Puma. He really has such an uplifting way about him, which I'm sure you felt in the last hour. There's so much depth of wisdom and tradition behind him. And it's just also a lot of fun to engage in this deep exploration of the spiritual principles and energy principles of Andean culture. So we've kept the investment very accessible. It's just 3 payments of $128. You can save 10% when you pay in full with 1 payment of $349. The course is going to start November 14th, run Thursdays at 1 Pacific, 4 Eastern. But even if you can't make the live times, you can still get the full value with the recordings, the transcripts, and the community as well. And there's lots of great testimonials on the page. People just love, love, love working with Puma. I've been to Peru multiple times. There's just a sense of sacred family that gets created around the teaching of this work and the tradition that is really just such a blessing to be with. So you're in really good hands. You will have an amazing experience, and I know you'll come up with really practical tools to uplift your energy field in your life. So again, it's all at ancientenergyrituals.com. So Puma, we're nearing the end of our time together. Anything that's still on your heart you want to share with folks who are considering doing this new program with you?
Thank you, Stephen. Just to extend the invitation, the warm invitation to all our brothers and sisters who want to be part of an awesome, energetic journey to the spirit realms and mysteries of the Andean traditions. And I would like to remind everybody to breathe deeply and consciously as often as possible.
What a beautiful way to close. Well, Puma, thank you, brother, for being just a radiant light on this planet. And thank you all for joining. And if you'd like to go further with Puma, you're welcome to do so in the program Andean Shamanic Energy Healing. Program your energy with ancient rituals to attract unconditional love and connect to your soul's purpose. And you can do so at ancientenergyrituals.com. And you'll get that special bonus when you sign up by midnight tonight. We called Finding Your Point of Equilibrium. So thank you so much, Puma, and thank you all for joining.
Thank you.